Thoughts and prayers go out to the actor Burt Reynolds. Um, yeah, I mean Smokey and the Bandit and Gator and Deliverance, and he had some movies. Burt was something else as a leading man. I saw Boogie Nights. That was a cool film. I mean he did The Longest Yard, the original one. So I mean he had films. He had that smart Alex, smart charming vibe going on. Had that personality. He was a stone cold trip, and he one thing about Burt, he gave a lot on the low, and he also spoke out about racism in Hollywood. Because I saw a nice poignant video, especially when him and the great Angela Bassett sat down together, and he talked about he gave the great Ozzie Davis and the great Ruby Dee love, and he spoke out about what he saw about the institutionalization of racism and how things go on in Hollywood. So he had the charismatic, charming, exuded that type of flavor. Um, he was a low key cat, a very private guy. He had a gregarious personality in spots, but he was a low key dude despite all that. So, he worked back and forth with that. But his life went full circle. And he died last week at age 82. And he definitely left a lasting impression. He was a tough guy on the screen. He had a certain lane. He definitely had his own lane. Because when you think about it, you really couldn't compare what Burt Reynolds did because it wasn't all action, but it wasn't all comedy, and it wasn't all drama. He was a mismatch of different type of characters that worked for him and what he did. So, you know, he left a lasting impression, and he should definitely be respected, and definitely for what he did, what he spoke out about, what he was about, because he left a strong impression. He was a big time actor in the 70s and in the 80s. And he definitely had that type of personality. But there was something down but beyond the surface, there was a little something deeper there. So um, definitely going to give Burt Reynolds his due. Um, and like what the things I heard, what he said underneath the surface, and how he knows about redemption and, putting his life in perspective. It was a tough business to have any kind of success and any kind of longevity, and he definitely accomplished quite a bit. So, thoughts and prayers go out to his family. Respect to what he did on the screen, and rest in peace to Burt Reynolds. All right, peace.